disco party, yeah! Hey, it's Michelle. I am ready to make the video, yay! This is my little shirt Betty, Rebelwheels NYC. Anyway, so I wanted to tell you a quick story, what happened yesterday. So I was riding around town enjoying the weather because it was actually 50 degrees, or like in 50s yesterday, which for the Northeast winter in February is like, woo! Sign me up! Ha! Score! And so I was like, I'm going out taking photos, and I was like, I'm not where to go, la 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 la. Now in New York City and especially in certain parts of Manhattan, it's nothing. It's not that unusual to see people on the street begging for money for food and struggling. I never give change to people who are on the streets. What I usually do is I often, if I can afford to get some spare food. I have spare food like applesauce. I'll put it in my. I'll carry like 3 little cups in my bag. And I choose applesauce because I used to carry apples, but a lot of people said that they have dental problems, so they can't chew the apple. But applesauce, you just slurp it up. So unfortunately, I had a brain fart and totally forgot to bring the spare food. But as I passed by this one person who was in a motorized wheelchair, I read his sign, and it basically said that, please, if you can spare anything, that he recently been in a car accident, that he had lost sight in one eye, he can't walk anymore, and he is struggling not only financially, but just spiritually on multiple levels. And it really hit me in the heart because while I was not in a car accident, at one point I was not in a wheelchair. So I know what that's like to be like, I'm walking, and then, hey, I'm not walking. And really adjusting to that because the world, and especially Manhattan, is just not wheelchair accessible. So many businesses and homes are not wheelchair accessible. Plus ableism, it's just like, knock you out, man. I thought what I would do is I go over and I say, hey, are you familiar? Are you aware that there are multiple disability centers in New York City, in the area, that can help you out with getting services, depending on your income level? So what I did, I told him about 3 disability centers that are in the Manhattan and Brooklyn area. That there's ICS, which is in Midtown East in Manhattan. I think they're up in the Bronx. There's one in Queens. There's one in downtown Brooklyn. There's Access Project, which is up on East Harlem. And then there's also BCID, which is in downtown Brooklyn. And he had never heard of these before. So I gave him a hug because I didn't know him that well. I gave him a fist bump. The fist bump had a hug in it, basically. I was like, boom, fist bump. And I told him, hang in there. It does get easier in time, so just kind of hang in there. And he smiled and thanked me. I had a lot of emotions about it, and so I posted it on Facebook because that's what you do these days. But this one person who I'm not even friends with, but I made the post public, so as you all know, anyone can comment, and anyone does. It's just, this person made a comment saying that, I bet when at the end of the day, he walked off into his BMW. That basically he was just faking it was all a scam, and that he's making so much money that he has a BMW. The reason why it also ticked me off is that people don't realize how easy it is and how really anyone can end up on the street. I was working full-time. I made enough where I could pay my rent and pay all my bills and have a little savings afterwards. My health just went, I'm not able to work. In order to get disability, you have to be unemployed. I think it's like for 6 to 8 months or some number in between there. Which means that you cannot work for 6 to 8 months, which means you're not making money for 6 to 8 months, which means even if you have savings, if you go through that savings really quickly, because guess what? The landlord still wants their rent paid, and the bills still need to get paid to keep your lights on and your basics. And thankfully, my mother, not that she's like super wealthy at all, but she had enough where she could help me out a little bit each month. But if I did not have my mother to help me out, there was very little stopping me from ending up on the streets. It's the system. The system makes it very, very easy to end up on the streets. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because I just think it's really, really, really important to kind of put that out there. And let me know what you think. And also, I almost forgot, really quickly, I have started the Ask Rebelwheels NYC segment to the show, but because this is an underdog YouTube show that not many people watch, no one's made any questions, so I can't. So submit some questions, put them in the comments. You can find me also on various forms of social media. Links are in the description. Anyway, so that's it. Let me know your thoughts. Put them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, guys. Bye.